Now you wait until I cue you. Okay, now walk parallel to me if you can. And then go for it.
Oh, so cute.
So that was correction, direction, correction, direction. It was stem, beep, beep, right? Meaning no, come, no, come. She gets over here, good girl. But I'm not restraining her. She's allowed to. It's just the pressure's going to get hotter as she gets further away from me. Or as she takes, the longer she takes to solve the problem, if I feel like she's not trying, I can up the pressure a little bit. On the e-collar, which ups the motivation of her to solve the problem. She's conditioned to the e-collar, so she knows that stim means she's doing something wrong and she needs to remedy it. She looks at me, she turned around, she looked at me, I did this, she got the answer, she came over, it turned off. That's obvious, what I just made it very obvious, right? Look, there's the e-collar stem. Good, it turns off when she gets here and she gets a good girl. So it's so clear to her what I'm asking her to do, so there's no confusion, so it's a lot easier to train. Okay, let's try again. And the pressure's on.
Cute.
Good girl. And she's learning the mechanics of when I mess up. We're doing this before we go out to the real world. We're teaching her the mechanics of when you mess up, this is what happens. You feel the stim, and in order to turn it off, you come back here. So now the dog understands that. They understand that, so now we can just start proofing this command until the dog generalizes it with everything. They understand they can't leave the position until they're released. When I release her, she's free to. Right? That was a correction. She started to pick up and go. Right? One more time.
Oh, so cute.
It's still on. And then still on. She's looking. I gave her the answer. It's off. It's just, and we are consistent, and we keep doing this until the dog understands, without a doubt, how to get back to this position after they mess up, and more importantly, to stop messing up, to stop falling for the bait, and what we call a trigger. Julie's triggering her to leave the command, and I control the trigger. So I said, Julie, go. Okay, I thought I controlled it. Julie, go.
Oh, he's so cute. She's a good girl. Oh.
Still a couple beeps.
Oh.
The answer's on my hand.
It's also
Yeah.
teaching her to think through pressure.
Yes. Yep. It's a great exercise. It's an easy way to get a trigger to get the dog to mess up. We have control of that, plus we have control over the aversive, and we have control over the reward, so now we can shape the behavior. So these are called setups. We're setting the situation up so we can teach her. We're not doing it in real life where an actual stranger is doing it for the first time. We're teaching her the mechanics of this. Pressure's on. Pressure's on. And it's off. So she gets to explore it. This is her first time really doing it like this. I started to teach her the mechanics of the heel, but I hadn't thrown her for a loop by adding in triggers yet. Now we are. Good. I turn around, head back towards the house. Yeah. Now I'm not using the leash right now, but I do use the leash after these sessions like this. See how she's kind of like, she's hanging around in the heel area, but it's not perfect. Once we have this session done under our belt, then I can pick up the leash, or even towards the end of this session, and start using the leash as well. So you see the leg, as soon as she can't see the leg is when the pressure turns on. If she can see my leg, it doesn't turn on. So I'm proving that by fading like this and then turning the pressure back on when she stalls and my leg comes back out into her vision, like this. Good. Okay, it's very clear. Another layer to make it even clearer is to snap. I use the snap for correction early on, so I can come in and I can do that. Right? Do that at your own discretion though. Dogs do bite. I don't know what kind of dog you're working with. Right? And then the beep tells her that's not a stationary. I'm just telling you, do not pass this. So it's just back and forth. We're literally talking about the boundary through actions, not through, you know, I'll mark by saying good girl, that's good. And I can mark by saying shush, which is my way of saying no, that's not right. But I'm not explaining, I'm not saying if you stay behind my leg, then that's where you need to be. And every time you go out, you're gonna get I can't say that to her, I can only show that to her, okay?
Aww.
Good,
Aww.
good. So see, I'm praising, good.
Can I
And marking,
pet her?
good.
Aww.
Good. See, this is the rep where she's starting to make the choice of what's most comfortable. Staying in the can is most comfortable. And she's seeing that I'm petting her and saying that's what I like. So now it clicks. She's starting to click.
Aww. Oh, she's so cute.
No correction. There's the correction.
So cute.
Very clear, right? Is that not clear as day? As soon as she says I'm out of here, boom, it turns on. That's when it turned on.
Then her heel gets sloppy because she's splitting her brain.
Right.
And then she learns to think under pressure.
Yes. She'll get more experience with all this.
Oh, he's so cute. Aw. I love her color.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Aww. She's so cute. Oh, hey. Hey.
Okay, sit. Okay, now we got to clear up this here. We're clearing up her understanding. Keep baby talking.
Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, you are adorable. Oh, hi.
Break.
Hi.
Good girl. Go say hi.
Hi,
Good
baby.
girl.
She's soft.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
She's
isn't
so
she?
soft.
Good girl.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh my gosh, she's so soft.
She's very soft.
Wow.
And she's very sweet.
You are so sweet.
Yeah, she's an
Oh.
opportunist though, and she's independent. That's why she's here. She was her own pack, and the humans were there to do things for her. So not in a mean way. She wasn't. As far as I understand, she wasn't a bitch. She was just like, I do what I do, and I do it when I want to do it. And so she's becoming a pack member and a follower, which is can be a tough pill to swallow for any dog, because that means that they're giving up a certain amount of their free will. They really are, which they have to if they want to live successfully in the modern human world. This isn't a dog's world. If it was a dog's world and we were living in the wild and there was no mortgage or bills to pay, do whatever you want. But we have a nice living room and we have guests over and we have a mortgage and we have all this stuff. We have a life going on. You got to fit in. We have rules. You got to have rules. Okay? So it further domesticates them. It gets them to be even more, have even a tighter understanding of what is proper etiquette around humans and in the human world. Okay? Good. If a stranger, if we're walking by and a complete stranger who I don't know and don't care to know says, "Oh my God, you're so cute," don't pull me over to that person. You know? Follow me. I'm saying, yeah. And I'm walking by. Smile, you know, do what you gotta do. But we're not stopping, we're not going over to say hi to this lady. Break.
That's a good dog. You did well, real good.
Very smart. And that's a whole experience for her, you know? We're gonna let that one really sink in, let her rest on it, and then when we come out, we're gonna repeat this same scenario tomorrow in the same session and watch how she's learned. Overnight, it's nice to let them sleep on it and then check in, give a similar situation, and see how they've grown and they understand. Okay? So we do experience stacking. We have an experience, we put the dog away, we take him back out, we have an experience, and we keep doing that until we have the dog's belief system where it needs to be. Let's go, baby.